Thank you, Hillers, for this opportunity. I am Naveen, founder CEO of NoPaperForms. Sir, I visit university and colleges to meet and learn from professors. In fact, we are learning from you to build our company, to build our product. Yesterday, I was at one of the university and had a very interesting long discussion with one of the very dynamic professors. After discussion, Prof took me to canteen, university canteen for the lunch, and on the way we met university canteen head, and professor introduced me and very casually asked whether he knows about NoPaperForms or not. Sir, he replied, यही वही कंपनी है जो हमारा एडमिशन मैनेज करती है. This was very emotional satisfaction for me. Prof turned back and replied, Naveen, this is what you have achieved as a company in last 2 years. NPF has become a buzzword in universities, corridor and campuses in last 2 years. That was O.P. Jindal University and professor was Prof. Anand Prakash Misra, very dynamic professor, director of law admissions. So it has been 11 years for me in education space. I started my first company in 2008, failed 2 times, this third attempt, trying to solve same problem, same industry. Now we are kind of valued at 100 CR, working with 207 partners and processing close to 10 lakh applications. So in next few slides, I will try to cover how we are trying to solve the enrollment problem in country and how our country is moving towards a better solution. So if you look into the numbers very closely, on an average, we get around 40 million applications in our country. That includes like 8 million students applying for 4 to 5 forms at UG and PG level. Out of that, around 85 to 90% of application and processes are scattered and completely offline. What I mean by scattered is this, right? Different departments are using different solutions to solve their problems. A marketing department might be using some lead management system to cater, manage and nurture leads. You might be having a different solution which is being used by your director admission department or someone to manage your application. You might be having a different solution to manage your payments. You might be having a different solution to manage your post-application process, which is GDPI, score punching and so on. It means heavy dependency on paperwork, integration, which means a larger impact at university level output, right? So teams are working in silos. There is no real-time information flow between different departments that lead to a heavy assumption-based marketing. That also means it's difficult to predict and plan enrollments on runtime basis. I have seen university waiting at the end of the season and planning for the next season at the starting. It has to be daily basis. It has to be runtime basis. Gone are the days where you park your money on the marketing campaigns at the start of the season. It needs to be at runtime basis, looking into the data point through a connected systems, right? So just for testing purpose, few weeks back, I browsed one of the top MBA schools and I placed the inquiry for digital marketing course. And at the same time, same evening, I actually completed my application form. It's been 2 months, course is due for September, I keep getting mail, why don't you apply for that course? This is happening because the college is using different system, teams are working in silos, their marketing team is not aware of my application. And that's where you are bombarding the student even if they have completed their forms. So what we are saying as a company, this is not right for anyone. This is not right for your institute. This is not right for student too. It's important to provide a very user-friendly experience to the student, which will eventually improve your productivity and outcome too. So as a university department, right, the major KRA of the institution's teams are not to struggle with daily operations or tech. It has to be improve student quality. It has to be either increase application or so, right? But what our institutions are doing on daily basis is they keep struggling with different vendor for different problems. So what we are saying is we have seen in our last 2.5 year journey, we started in 2016 December, we are 3-year-old company, we are working with 207 partners as I explained. We have seen progressive institutes are moving towards a better solution. enrollment is not a multidimensional problem. It's a single problem, and you need a single system to solve that problem, right? And if you look into the US, UK and Europe market, they are kind of using a better solution for the enrollment, whereas we as an institution, we as a country are lacking in terms of technology in enrollment space, right? Though slowly we are moving on that side, we have seen progressive institutions moving towards that side with very fast pace. So we are saying it's time to switch in our language, it's time to switch to a better solution. So something like this, a comprehensive solution, and where you should be able to manage your complete journey starting from inquiry to enrollment. When I'm saying starting from inquiry, you should be able to manage, and it has to be a single solution rather than integrating or struggling with different vendors, right? So when I'm saying single solution starting from inquiry, it's about managing your not only online, right? So because within 85% of institutions, what I'm saying is we understand 50%, close to 50% institutions are still processing walk-in and offline data, right? That is the situation. And so in inquiry management, what we are saying is solution should be able to manage your online, your offline, your walk-in, your admission counter inquiries. You should be able to remove duplicity on the basis of runtime. So we have seen a trend in our cases, close to 30-35% duplicity institution end up paying for duplicate data. So that is kind of lead management solution at very high level I'm explaining. Then it comes to lead nurturing. It's again depending upon your institution need or your target, right? So lead nurturing is about a personalized communication with the student rather than bombarding with admission mailers, right? The example which I gave a few minutes back. As a Naveen, I should be getting a mailer if I have submitted an inquiry, if I have started an application, I should be getting a mailer, hey Naveen, it seems you registered on this date, you seem stuck at 20% of application form, do you need any help? And if I click, yes, I want to complete my form, I should be taken to that particular step, bypassing everything, rather than bombarding them top 5 reasons to apply for this university. That way you will be able to communicate with the student in more personalized fashion, rather than bombarding, and you will be able to save spamming issues, and you will be able to save the bandwidth too. And lead nurturing also means if you are having a counseling setup, your counselor should be able to talk with student in more personalized way. It's not about selling in education, right? It's not a horizontal play, it's a vertical play, right? So in education, it's not about sale, it's about counseling. Our counselors should be doing counseling rather than sale. We have seen with our experience, we are managing 92 lakh registration already on our platform, for which we generated around 10 lakh paid application. We have seen trends where counselor used to pitch, okay, why don't you apply for my university? Why don't you complete your form? Ideally, they should be able to counsel them. And for that kind of counseling, they should be having complete awareness about the student, their journey. कहाँ पे lead पे किस journey पे हैं, क्या source से आए थे, at which stage they are sitting in, what kind of problem they are facing, whether they got stuck at document level, whether they have completed the form or not. And that will eventually result naturally a better outcome, better conversion rate. It should not be a desperate sale or desperate pitch to the student, and that need to be changed, right? So lead nurturing system is something that, right? Application management. So what we are saying is the students those who have started or placed the inquiry, they are going to be the same those who are going to start or fill your application. They need a better interface. They need a better dashboard. Within 10 lakh of application, 99.5% of application we have observed no one complete the form in one go. We have seen on average students are taking 6 times login attempt to complete a single form. So do we have a connected system in place where student will be able to log in without remembering password? At the same step, they should be able to come back, complete the form, go back, come back again, and start their form. So we have seen majority of the institutions even have the single page where you are expecting student either to fill or go away, right? What we are saying is within 10 lakh application, 99.5% students are taking 6 attempts to fill that form. So they should be allowed to save, come back again, download, view their activity without push, right? And that's the kind of experience students are expecting. So students have moved really, their pattern are changing very fast really, right? So I've seen a marketing company offering banner ad, whereas 70% of the students are browsing mobile, which means there is no banner on the mobile, technically speaking, right? Even if there is a banner, the size of banner is very small, whereas we have seen institutions paying highest amount or the marketing budget allocating for the banner ad. But whereas the students are on the mobile, so that shift is something we need to bring, right? Then the post-application management is the system where your system should be able to manage your post-application processes that include your GDPI, score punching, merit list, almost close to 100%, I can guarantee that. Almost close to 100% B school in the students in India are using offline approach to manage their GDPI, score punching and score. We are lucky enough that we got one of the institutions, B school institution, BIMTech, sir is also sitting with us. With their blessing, we have been able to pilot automation of GDPI, where actually you can automate your GDPI venue capacity planning. IMI is another B school in Delhi NCR. They are using our full-fledged system to automate GDPI capacity, allowing their faculty to punch in score and generate merit list on runtime basis. FPGen is again one of the known MBB schools. They tried with the executive program last year, and now they are going to automate for their core program too. So progressive institutions are taking steps. They know that managing data in the XLS and then coordinating, then punching is not only wasting their time, but also chances of error and the delay in timeline is also posing a problem. So all this stuff can be managed through post-application, and then it comes to final enrollment, mapping the student journey, whether they have taken the admission in your institution or not. We as a company, what kind of problem we are solving in the comprehensive solution? I'll say one or two examples, right? So what we have seen is in 10 lakh students, those who have completed their form with us, majority of the students national examination stuck at uploading 10th class, 12th class documents. And on other side, we have seen university spending a lot of time in verifying their 10th class, 12th class, higher education, everything, mark sheet, right? So what we are saying is, though it's a complex problem, we have noted it down, we are trying to work, and we know that we will be able to solve that over a period of time, depending upon the volume. You imagine a scenario, as soon as students start your application form, let them punch in their CBSE roll number or state board roll number, and same way university number, right? Imagine a scenario if we can automatically fetch data from CBSE. I'm not saying this is happening, but I'm giving a huge case that need to be solved at our country level, right? So we should be able to fetch that data directly from CBSE state boards, so that one, you are making student life easy. Second, you really don't have to verify. Same way in our B school partners, we have seen, again, we were sitting with one of our partner B school, and we realized that after application season, what they do is they download student application number, CAT number, application number, and score, and then they tally with the CAT authorities, right? What we are saying is this can be solved on a click. So as a university, this is the time when we have to move on a comprehensive solution rather than scattered approaches. Comprehensive is something where you will be able to increase your bandwidth, outcome, and better user experience too. Naturally, it will have a larger impact. Your admission department should be able to make a call on runtime basis whether they will be able to hit program-wise seats or not, and if not, what need to be done on the runtime basis rather than waiting at the end of the season. Same way, your finance department will be able to take a call on runtime basis. Your marketing department will be able to optimize. We are talking about a digital world. That means pennies need to be measured and optimized on click, right? And better conversion, better efficiency for everyone. Then it comes to, we have seen, because we started 3 years back, when we took our investment from Sanjeev sir, InfoAge, the basic question we got कि नवीन इंडिया में ना डेटा सब अपना अपना रखते हैं, अपना अपना बना के रखते हैं, सारे यूनिवर्सिटीज में कंप्यूटर साइंस के प्रोफेसर हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट सेल है, who is going to take your solution? That was very right question, and that is something we challenged also, right? So what we are saying is, yes, as a university, though it look like solving that problem in-house is effective and better control, but it's the reverse way around. I can guarantee with this kind of institutions and this kind of number. What we are saying is, as an institute, if you will go into building that, of course you can build anything. There will be a fantastic computer science engineer, software development cell, and your student too. But at the same time, every time you have to keep telling what needs to be built. And that will be your institution-specific knowledge. company like us, what we do is we are learning from the market. We are learning from 92 lakh student pattern. We are learning from 10 lakh paid application pattern. We are learning from 207 institution, and that number is growing fast. So we will come up with a better solution in very short time. And on the cost side, which look like in-house is better, it's more cost effective, and it's better controlled. You pay for what you need is something we suggest, right? So without taking much time, this is the way we have kind of changed the way institutions are attracting, engaging and enrolling students. So it's a comprehensive solution. Your department really no need to worry about tech and operation. This will be taken care by NoPaperForms. It's a connected solution. Runtime we will be able to perform activity. So we are working with 207 institutions that include largest in the country in terms of volume, be it SRM University managing the processes, to Amrita, to LPU, to Manipal, to VIT. In some capacity they are using our platform. We are the one which is used by NMET, by GMAT, International Examination, and LSET, they manage their no examination, and institutions like BIMTech, IMI, SPGen, and so on, right? So we are changing the game fast, we are learning from you, and with that kind of insight, we think this is a time India needs to change the system and actually catch up what Europe is doing, what US is doing. Thank you. So I will be around at NoPaperForms booth and offer for any question, any discussion, any learning. So we'll be able to meet at my booth. Thank you.